All right, today we're talking about smartphones, technology in real estate, how it's affecting the real estate marketplace. And this is our second in a 4-week series on the new real estate market and marketplace. We talked about Zillow last week. Today we're talking about smartphones. So how does this affect the real estate industry? I think the rub pretty much is this. We have people all over the country that drive, they see a house, pull out their iPhone, and then go to Zillow or Trulia or whatever site they want to, and get information on that property right there, right when they're sitting in front of the house. And so the data is out there. The sophistication of the lay buyer has increased because of the technology. Now they know how big it is. Now they know how much it's going for. Now they know how the GLA of the property and how big the lot is and how old the house is and so on and so forth. So they don't need an agent telling them about that. Now, unless things change, which they may, the buyer still needs the agent to get them the house. Now we may get to a point where the house is open to the public. In other words, we'll have a combination code on there, and it'll be online, and they'll see the house, they'll see the combination, they'll stop the buyer by themselves, they'll access the combination, show themselves the house, and then leave the key and leave. That may be something that happens in the future. Now that's not anything that, as far as I know, that it's going on right now, and the local realtor boards have not sanctioned that, and so that's not happening now. That may be something that happens in the future, because now what happens is that they get in front of the house, they like the house, they have all of the information on their cell phone, and then with their cell phone they'll call the agent or their agent, either the listing agent, because they'll see the sign, they'll call the listing agent on the sign, or they'll call their agent and say, can you come out here, drop what you're doing, run out here, open up the house, show me the house, please. Okay, so that's we get a lot of calls, and from our perspective, first of all, if it's our client that we're working with already, we have a relationship, we know that they're pre-qualified, or they got proof of funds to purchase a house all cash, then that may happen. You may have an agent that drops everything, runs over there and shows them the property. However, a lot of these folks are dealing without agents, and they're just calling, and they want the agent just to come show them the house. They're not pre-qualified. They're not, none of that. And so that's a difficulty these days. A lot of agents won't do that, and they'll say, you need to get pre-qualified first. We need to talk with you first, sit down and see if we can work together first before we do that. And it's not that they're not necessarily willing to drop what they're doing and jump in the car and drive 15 minutes to open the door for somebody. It's that there's not been a process yet. We've not met the client, and we've not developed a rapport. We don't know who they are. We don't know if they're pre-qualified, so on and so forth. And so that's an issue today. We'll see how that changes. But I recommend, obviously, that buyers should do this. If they see a house, mark it down, and next time they're with their agent, go out with their agent. When the agent is showing them 2, 3, 4, 5 houses, they can show them that one at the same time. I think that probably works pretty good. All right, so we're done with this one. We'll talk about in our third week in our series, we'll talk about lending after the crash of 2008. Thank you.